Divine Sunshiners, this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your current energy read. Going to do something different. I brought to me this morning and said to do more so of a channel message about the guides and as far as what they're seeing for the different types of energies for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine. This channeling this the current what's going on. It's going to be brief and it's going to be short and to the point because they already told me that. Say 30 minutes max, wherever it ends. So that is where we're going to stop because they say keep it 30 minutes. Your all's attention span it is 30 minutes. Let's keep it at. That's the God force keeping in and making sure that it is that's y'all talking back and forth. I'm like, who text me? I'm gonna set the timer. Oh, excuse me. All right, and reading starts now. Okay, so let's start with the divine feminine energies. Nope. Say what's the overall. Thank you. All right then. So what is the overall energies? What do you divine guides and powers to be? What do you want us to focus in on this week? Clear. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be obedient. If that was it, bring it back out again. I was like, that's a lot you want us to focus in on, but that's all right. Liberation, freedom. Freedom, freedom, cut me loose. Freedom, I need you. Do, do. Freedom, freedom, I need you. Freedom, freedom, you. Do, 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 do. And also that song, I've been working. Do, 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 do. I'll try to, if I remember, to post it. Okay, so we got liberation. Okay, again, this freedom. This week, the powers that be said they want us to concentrate on being free, like the eagle. Eagle represents freedom and liberations. Even that's the symbol of the United States. It's on our money. It's on everything of abundance. Also becoming eagle, going flying up a high above the storm, getting rid of all this other madness, such as like with this coronavirus that's happening and going on, and being able to kind of fly above the tandem and the pandemonium. I was seeing very quickly on what's this man that's always talking about free waters, clear waters. He's a African American man that talks about that and how we being light workers, it's not for us to join into that pandemonium of that frequency of this freaking out. I had to kind of tell and remind my mom about that. You going to that competition, you're going to be around a lot of people and stuff, and how we supposed to, like I told you, you put the white light around you and you keep it moving. That's for the powers to be. If they feel like it's some lesson that needs to be learned from you having that, which I doubted, that something is like it's got to be drastically in some kind of way, it helps to cure other people, or some kind of way of the people seeing how you move for you to catch that. Which I do not see that, so I'm not throwing out that pandemonium either. But it has to be some kind of reason as to why that would enter into you, unless there's a great lesson that needs to be learned. Right now, that's not our thing. Right now, I've even heard from us as light workers, our immune system in some ways is more. We've been through a lot of upgrades, a lot of changing of our bodily systems. That those things, as far as our immune systems, is supposed to be able to shield against some things, and we have like a high reserve on some things. Now, some things, yes, we come because there's a lesson that needs to be learned. But right now, you can tell the powers that be, listen here, ain't no lesson to be learned right now if you want me to do this mission and purpose. I'm smack dab in the middle of trying to get this together. Me having that daggone coronavirus is not going to help me to go on and prepare for it. Right now, I don't want that experience. I don't want to learn. Give me some other kind of way, but that ain't the way I want to learn it through that. You can tell them, and they're like, okay, well, all right. Cancel on that. Yeah, I don't want that. Ain't nothing I can, experience through that, at all. I don't want that. For me to be a carrier of that. And that's not really the ultimate thing. Got the water, take my people with me. To the promised land. So right now, your thing is to take the people with you and take them to the promised land. Your thing is to show people. And that's not a way in which it can be shown, unless, like I say, through that experience, you can be able to show other people maybe how to have better living or how to be able to deal with it. Yours reserve or some kind of way. You got healing powers in some kind of way. That's your mission in life to do that. Then yes, it will be brought to you. You need to fly higher against this pandemonium that's going on. The divine powers that be is bringing to me right now. We got a lot of fear base. And that energy is kind of strong, built around this. You know, you can say this is darker power or forces or whatever way you want to say. Because you got to remember, we live in a planet that has a balance of the good and the bad. I'm not going to call it the other stuff. So, you know, it's got to be, this is a learning planet. And so those things are going to be with us, like Jesus said, or the light worker said, the poor we will have with us always. It's always going to be, it could be poor in spirit, poor in mind, poor in consciousness. So you've got to learn how to rise above it, see the storm, see what actually you're going to still target and zoom in on while all this energies is going around, especially with these empaths right now. Extra shield yourself around, like got brighter, so that's true. Shield yourself again. Go out there. Don't forget about your meditation right now, because you got to be grounded and rooted in what's happening, and that would cause you to be able to have this freedom and this liberation. Okay, the divine powers that be says for the divine feminine, clear what's going on with them. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Take your little Thecla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. So divine feminine, right now what you're working on with is taking your power back. You know, it's called like, they call it also soul retrieval, where you take things or you get your heart wherever your heart is broken. I talked about that many videos ago, in which what you're doing is you're going back, and you can also physically do that. So like if you're able to go to a spot like I say with my divine master, where he worked at one time, his first place where we had started and really had connected with each other, it was a lot of heartbreak, you know, kind of at this place. I couldn't go there. And just kind of like go, I might do it. Go there and just kind of like go and like retrieve yourself, like where things that you got your heart broken. You don't have to physically go there. You can mentally go there and change the script, change how it happens. Like you can see it going on, say freeze. Okay, now you go and take your own self, walk over to the side and have that conversation with yourself, your old self, and say this is this and this that to them. Give them some empowering words about what's going on. Let them know it's going to be okay. We came out stronger at the end of this situation. This is just, this too shall pass. Things of that nature. Or, and then also you can go in there and say, okay, change scene. And so now the way it happened, go back there and change the way it happened in that scene or in that incident. That's another way how you could do soul retrieval. Or you could actually, they bring it to me too. They say, picture yourself having a box or a chest, and you're actually going back to that scene and say, okay, can you give me a heart from this thing? And like actually seeing it, showing me this, like you actually pulling the heart and putting it in that chest. And so it's like you say, I'm collecting pieces of my heart back. Go to different things, like your parent, maybe they had did something and you see them arguing and something happened, and like, you know, accidentally maybe you got harmed in the process of them, and say, okay, stop seeing, and then go in there and then start doing something different, saying something to yourself back to that past, maybe when you was a child. Reassuring them, changing the script, changing, go say end scene, okay, now begin again, take two. Do it all over again. And then also at the end of it, say, okay, when it ends, can everybody's parties give me a heart, and maybe see a heart appear, and take that heart and put it into that chest again. So now you're collecting pieces of your heart that you felt that you had left there. So you're doing this. This is also helping you to reclaim your power about certain things. Some things here, even in the present, you found yourself giving your heart away with the divine masculine. Those things of that nature. So you're finding ways in which you can now start. I see this get courage. This lion here. This lion don't represent like ego and bad. Ego to me would be more so he looks very kind. So to me, this lion here, because I know the story of this, she was thrown into the lion's den, and they thought that the lion was going to eat her, but because of her faith, she was able to, the lion ended up laying at her feet and licking her feet and being very that. So really at this point, having the ego, maybe your ego is also trying to talk to you, telling you about yada yada yada, a bunch of BS that is trying to give you, and you having actually power over it and mastery over your ego that's trying to tell you things and say, well, I'm here to protect you. Say, no, you ain't really here to protect me. You're doing something totally different than what I need you to do. I am the master. Now, it's okay you tell me you feel like something's wrong. I heard you. That's great. But I'm still going to continue on to do what I set forth. I've heard your fear. I heard what you said about it, but I'm continuing on. So with this here, this thecla here is making you the master of your ego. Ego is good. Ego can also propel you and push you into things that you don't have on your own to be able to do. So it's that extra boost, that extra confidence, divine confirmation that helps you to do that, so you can become into your own. So the powers that be want you this week to become into your own. I think I seen somebody's video was talking about the divine feminine is getting to the point that it's like, you know, it's like you say, Papa don't take no mess, like but James Brown, but it's like Mama don't take no mess. I'm not kind of going on some of the stuff that she was going with the divine master before. She's feeling like, I can't sign up for this no more. It don't feel right. It don't feel like I'm of my own. I don't feel like I'm really following my own identity. So I see 122. So again, using your intuition, your awareness, and coming into mastery, into understanding who you are right now. The divine masculine, the powers, the things, the energies that they want you to work with is clear. They work with currently. Okay, dokie. Woo, we kind of deep here. So right now, the divine masculine energies from the powers that be, that what they're seeing, what they're working with. We got the Hangman and Six of Pentacles. I'm gonna have to look that up because they say I might get a something from that. Every time I see the Hangman, I definitely see with the divine masculine. He's working from a place that he's really admiring the divine feminine. He sees that really he's tied up. Some of those things that he's tied up, he say, I'm the one that caused her to be that, but I don't know how it is that she's making it beautiful with whatever kind of situation that I put her in, and she's still in her power. Although she's hanging upside down, she's still having the leaves be green, and there's still growth that's happening and occurring there. I want to address this Six of Pentacles. What's going on with this? This is an interesting, I'm sorry, I didn't show that. This, and this is the card here. Okay, so let's look and see what this is. That's a little alarming. Boredom, the magic of the cut apple. There are loves of the past and loves of the future. There's only one love today. It must not be neglected. Gotcha. So right now, the powers that be is seeing what the divine masculine energy is here right now, is that, you know, it's like torn between two lovers. Which one shall I choose? That song used to be. And the powers that be say, ain't no damn choosing. I don't know where the hell you getting this from. First of all, the divine feminine is getting bored. Okay, let me tell you this. And right now, you kind of like stuck in the doorway. It's like you seeing it, but you're not doing any kind of forward movement as well with this. And so he's saying that, the apple to be, I see a knife there. So you're going to have to really get down to the core of things. This knowledge about what you actually need to actually do, divine masculine, here. Because you torn between the love of the past and the love of the now, and the past and the future. And Spirit is saying you got to deal with the love with the now. Now I'm picking up the fork of the road, which means to me is really fall in love with yourself. The real ultimate lover is you. Like I say, the greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself. It is the greatest love of all. So right. So you the greatest love of all. So right now, if you follow the greatest love within you, divine masculine, everything else will fall into place. Because if you love yourself, after a while, that love of the past, you can't deal with it. You say that's dead, that's got an expiration date. That needs to finito. Needs to be over with, needs to be finished. Okay, it's the finale. It needs to come. I think like this curtain's on the stage back there where he is. So that's a over with. That's a done deal right there. The powers that be. What is the shadow aspect? Clear that we need to work on this week for the divine feminine. Alone in this world. The powers that be say stop feeling like you're alone in the world and everybody's looking at you as if you were the center. Really tell the truth right now with this coronavirus, not trying to be facetious, everybody ain't really studying you. Right now, I'm sorry, but you ain't thinking about you right now. The only one thing about you is you, to be honest with you. And so this vulnerability that some of you all think the world is up against you. You're trying on all these different type of identities, these different types of fabrics of life that's going on, and say that's really what's going on with you, is that you feel like you're just at the center of it all and you feel like you're alone, and you're not alone. I see 3 pillars here. Got to remember that you're not alone, because again, you got the divine masculine, you got the divine feminine energy that's housed within you, and right smack dab in the middle of it is the source of it all. And so right now it's like, to be the universe to say you're being benched right now. Bench means, again, you can't play right now the game of life until you get this stuff together. Okay? So if you don't feel no forward moving right now, that's the reason why. Because the powers that be saying that they feel like you got to work on getting some more knowledge about some things. Because I see trees in here that does not have a lot of leaves on it. And for you to feel like you're an open target, you need to kind of build your reserve of your defense mechanism. Okay? For the divine masculine. Clear. Woohoo! Oh, I got 2 of them. Divine powers, the powers that be says stop with the sacrificing stuff. You're sacrificing yourself emotionally. You're becoming defensive. You got the sword of truth in front of you. You know what really is in front of you. And wherever you are right now, you are getting not enough enlightenment or not enough light to know where you are. You're causing all these, dark night of the souls to happen. Which means if you're new to understanding this journey, dark night of souls, where you have like, it's tower moments also if you go by tarot, but those are moments in which you have to really, stuff gets shut down, in which you actually go into a dark place within yourself in order for you to get enlightenment. Some of those things, the dark night of soul causes for a lot of things, like you would say bad things to happen. And it's like everything that happened. It felt like my world just fell apart in front of my eyes. And I felt like I was dying within. It's just like I couldn't catch no breaks. Like my divine master said, my God said, my soul, I feel like crying. My soul felt like crying. It's that. Okay. In your emotions, you feeling that. It say you keep on sacrificing emotionally, which means, again, you're not putting your needs, your emotional needs, in front. You keep on blocking it by this saying, I'm standing in my truth. No, it ain't really you standing in your truth. You're standing behind it and you're using it as a shield for you not have forward movement, divine masculine. So they say, I see you. You got this armor on. It's really, to me, it's like it's gothic, and it's really back there in the past. It's ancient, this armor that you got. It ain't even up to date. Heck, they ain't even, the army's using this type of stuff no more anyway. It's just you and a gun. That's it. And so all this extra, plus it's heavy. This thing has became a burden back then in the days. They like, those armors were so heavy that if they would fall, it was like them like a turtle. They would just be like, I'm just man down, I can't get out. You know, they had to have another night come get it. And like if there wasn't no night around it, they just like, hell, well, the enemy got me. So, you know, while you're using it as a shield, it's also being a burden at the same time. You have obsession. You got to deal with this obsession that you're dealing with. It's not helping you to be able to see the light. You focused in on other things. This past you looking at, your crown is overactive. Divine feminines, if you to me, I would do some work on the crown. These crowns, I got 2 cards with the crown here. Do some this week, do some crown chakra things, clearing for your divine masculine energies within. That means you, because you house both energies, and a divine masculine without. Let's stop getting into the point that they both saying that's they issue, that's they problem. They treat me like trash. Why the hell am I trying to help them out? It ain't even about that. It's about collectively you bringing that union within yourself, because your divine masculine is an outward expression of you. That's a litmus test. If he ain't acting right, guess what? Somewhere in the divine masculine within you is not acting right. Now, how it is mirrored about it, and we see it's almost the same thing. You out there feeling out there in the world as if you are being attacked all by yourself. You don't have any kind of covering, no shelter or whatever, and he feels like emotionally, you in the physical world feel like you out there without any covering, and him emotionally feels like he's, in his emotions feel like he's got to attack, or he's got to protect himself, okay? So that's the same thing that you got to kind of deal with. Okay, what's okay? 2244. Oh, that's good. Nice balance there. Okay, so what life changes need to happen? Let me get the heart clear. Okay. They say you being disobedient. I did. Okay, this is her, because I was looking at, no, this is her. Thank you. You did go on there. Okay. Am I going to make it for 30 minutes? Because you told me 30. Say, wherever I stop is wherever you all need to hear. Okay. All right. Clear. Whoa. Dang. Ugh. Okay, I don't need no clarified on that, do I? Yes, you do. Okay. All right. Be obedient. Say it might go to 40. I like that number because it says standing in your power. Okay. I said I like the 30. Clear. No, Julie. Okay, so the matters of the heart for the divine masculine is that he's got to give a relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Both of you all are divine feminine and divine masculine, according to the powers be, are in the point, a lot of confirmation, are in the point that we are in our divine energies right now. It don't matter how he looking on the outside, he's there. Okay? He say he's an asshole. Well, his asshole was still enlightening. How about that? Okay. They say They are, wherever levels of it is of enlightenment or divinity that they are. You got to remember that's how they chose to show up to help you out or help whoever out. But it doesn't mean that they're not even in enlightenment. Okay, that's controversial. I don't know if they're ready for that, because it's like even a serial killer has a purpose. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just the message. That's what they said. Okay, I told you this earth is on a balance. Okay, you got to have good and the bad. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is a never ending story, because you got to give a relationship a chance, because you can't keep on doing the same things expecting different results, Divine Master. So you got to do that. So this is why they say what's got to change is you got to take it to the next level. Okay, take the next step now. Spirit is instant as you are. That means if you do it, we're there. Work on your solar plexus. You got to stand in your power. And your purple here, which means your crown, again, chakra, get that together. And also, you got different things. Your crown chakra, you got to get that underneath control, okay? Here, that's what you got to work on. And that's showed all in the cards. Again, Divine Feminine, how you can help them again, is to work on that crown. The crown has got to work on this week. The next thing that you have here is in your heart space, the powers that be says that you got to work on religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual past. They say in two ways. Spiritual, it could be actually in your beliefs, this clashing against it. You also, that's not helping you to get all the way divine. Let the crown sit right on you. You're like right there. But again, it's stopping it from really having this union. Also, divine confirmation again. And then you also have religious. Religious for me is always saying, what is it that you're thinking about all the time the same way to, it's almost religiously you're thinking about this thing. Okay, that's acting as a blocker as well, because the truth needs to be told. That means the truth needs to be told about this situation. Baby, you keep on talking about that. I'm sorry. And if some of you all is and possibly say they all right with it, that is said, and that's how Divine Masculine, we blending together. You saying he's an asshole. Okay, if he's an a-hole, they say we got the point. Now you go back. If he's an a-hole, then you keep on thinking that, then guess what? He's going to be that. He's going to be an a-hole. He's going to act from the a-hole kind of philosophy. He's going to turn the book and page to turn the page. Now, from the a-hole playbook, now I'm going to do playbook number 99 on page 15 of the a-hole book, because this is what she say, I'm an a-hole. Okay, so that's going to always occur and happen to you, because that's what you're seeing him as. That's how you imagine it. That's how you cutting him out in that template in which he is coming in and manifesting as. You've got to be the truth be told. Oh, I don't want him because, this. It's just not going to work because him in the situation. Or, I don't want him. I don't want. I can't be with no man that's like this. I can't be with no man that's this, that. Okay, get to the truth be told. But yet, you watching tarot readings about what the Divine Masculine doing in third party energy. How's the karmic thinking? What is going on? You watching all of his daggone astrology thing like the chart. What is it next for the Aquarius? Okay, now I'm gonna watch the now that's his sun sign. Now I'm gonna watch his rising. Now I'm gonna watch his Venus. Now hold on a second. Do you want the man or you don't want the man? Make up your mind. So the truth needs to be told. Truth needs to be told about you, about who you are and what you want to do on your mission. Do you want to still stay in that job, or do you want to say deuces to it? Or the truth be told right now, I don't know what the hell I want. Then that's the truth. It's like, but I do know I want to change. I don't know how I see it or how I want it to happen. Then that is the truth. And that's the truth to be told. It's about to go off soon. I know we got in 1 minute. Okay, so that's what it is. So you got to look at the window of your soul. You got to get rid of the mask. You got to let that things go. And you got to look into the window like my Divine Master said, my soul. And you got to become wiser. And you got to find a way to kind of open up your heart as well. a lot of divine confirmations. You got to open up your heart to let the love flow, because a lot of you have had it closed off, and that's one of the reasons why. It says adult children. Now, when I look at that, some of you all are using maybe adult children as a crutch. Is about to go off, and I don't want to hear that thing going off all loud like that. Pause. 1 minute left. Some of you all have adult children that's playing a role. Now, adult children could go two ways. How are you, you're also an adult, but you have that inner child. How are you expressing and nurturing that adult child as you as adult and the child within you growing up to be an adult? Excuse me, if that means bring that up. How are you dealing with that energies? And then also, if there's adult children, how are they affecting you, divine feminine, as well? Some of them is also causing the problem, because some of them is some codependency issues as far as that. Maybe you being the adult child, like my mom and our dynamic that I have. How is that? Like, oh, the light got brighter. Okay. Right, you saying that? Well, okay, you and I talk offline, Dad. So my thing is, how's that playing a part too? You being dependent, maybe you're not living your life because of that kind of dynamic there. It's got to be a kind of partner of ways, and you know, you do your thing and I do my thing. As Dad said, having the part, not so nasty, but it's got to be a cutting of a cord there too. So, you know, I think April Williams talked about the man and the divine, but we talk about the feminine, and sometimes you're not able to grow on and go on to that next level to have that mastery because of that. So it's something about the dynamic of children growing up and nurturing that's got to be dealt with. Divine feminine, you know what that is. That's different for every story. Every story is different for everybody. Okay. It said 30, 31. I talk about what needs to change. And they say, okay, positive. Is there anything else that you want us to kind of work on? You talked about the areas, is things. Can you tell us about this really quick? You did tell me to bring this out. What major areas, you told me about that earlier. What major areas you want us to really concentrate on? Clear for the divine masculine. You know they ain't going to do all that. Just give us one. Thank you. Divine masculine, they say they want you to really work on perseverance this week. That means persevere. You got to go through no matter what. You got to keep on pressing. Keep on. Doo, 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 doo. Keep on. Do, 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 do. Keep on. Do, do, do. Keep on. Sky's the limit, you know you don't press enough. Sky's the limit, you know you can have what you want, be who you want. So you gotta do that. Woo, that made my crown rise when I seen that. You gotta do that. You gotta make sure I do remember that. Divine feminine, you gotta put forth the effort. 13. This came in reverse, so you gotta really do it. Whichever way the effort is about this truth that's got to be told, got to get rid of these religious factors here. This adult child thing, this about you talk about you alone, got to let that go. And really understanding to be in your own. Get your power back. Snatch up all that this week. This week, don't worry about the divine masculine. Concentrate on you. Concentrate on you this week. You know, divine masculine, how you doing? That's nice. I'm busy. Get this thing together this week about this. This alone. This. I'm all by myself. Don't want to be all by myself anymore. This solitaire thing. Let that go, okay? You got to put forth the effort. Work in your heart space as you doing this. Divine masculine, because it's got the color green. Divine feminine, you got to work into two areas. You got to work into your solar plex, and you got to work in your sacral, because you got to be creative. You got to make sure that this manifests, and you got to stand in your power to do that. Perseverance, that's a heart thing. That's right there. That's got to resonate, and that heart it's got to drive you through this to get you there. You know, like you say, you got to have heart. You know, like that thing, bam, you know, like they in the game. I got hoard. That fool right there, he went in there, he did X, Y, and Z, but you tell that fool got hoard. You got hoard. That's what you got to do. I can feel that. It's like you got hoard in that. So that's what you got to do. Those are the things, the keys that they want you to work with. The powers that be say that's the keys. Okay. Say you got to switch up. Okay. I'm doing what they demanded. Don't need all that love and fluff stuff. Say you got, this is what they want you to work on. You got any kind of last minute, you say you them pop-up cards. Okay. Okay. You don't want me to say about the interest? Say no, because they got enough to work with. Okay. All right. Let me see what my first hand put on. He said do a pop-up card. Tell you how you want to shine this week. Okay. We going to end on this note. Clear. All right. I like that. I'm out, and it don't drain me. And the other ones was draining me. That's it. That's all. He said, no, we about to revamp this whole channel. We about to take you to another boy. Whoever gets this, they get it. Whoever they don't, that's on them. But we going to, okay, thank you. That's divine confirmation. If I say I'm giving you the keys to union, I'm giving you the keys to union. Matter of fact, I call this told differently. The keys to union for this week. I like it. I feel even energized by it. Okay, what's happening with the divine masculine? Come on, because I done semi broke some rules and semi not. That and what's happening for the divine feminine. That's interesting. I put y'all on opposite sides, but that's fine. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I was obedient to that, so we call it the keys. No more of that. Okay, so divine masculine, they say we do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all of the power we need inside ourselves already. That sounds like something that the divine masculine feels like. He's always saying, it's something else. I did need some more. I did need some more. I need something else. Say, ain't nothing else to be looking at. Divine feminine. Be yourself. Be true to that, to your heart. Now, didn't I just say you got to have heart for divine masculine? And it's saying for you, that it said be yourself and be true to that, to your heart. Got two double confirmations about that. I told you about it. It's about being yourself. All right, until next time, stay uplifted. Remember, if you all want to go a little bit more and you want that one-on-one divine masculine read and understanding about his energy, make sure that you go to my Divine Unisouls 11.co to get book a reading with me. I do with my readings is about the divine masculine, what things he's going through, what messages he wants to say to you. And then also the next level is for you to about what things you need to do in the divine masculine energies within yourself and divine masculine energies on the outside as well. So without means a 3D version of yours. I call it my DM and my guy, because that's him showing up in the physical form and DM is the other one. So creating that balance of, they keep on telling us, the powers that be say we keeping them too ethereal, we keep them too much up in that upper with the angels and stuff. We got to remember that we got to recognize and look at the man in the physical and make sure we bring those two things together. That's very important that they say that we get that understanding. So that's why I say all of my divine masculine and my guy. That's it's a lock, it's a wrap. You know, bringing together, because they are the same. Just like Jesus Christ. Jesus the man, Christ was the enlightenment. So again, divine, masculine, my guy, together. That's it. Okay? Divine guy. Maybe I might blend it together. Divine guy. That together. That's like Jesus Christ. Okay, so my thing is my divine guy. Okay. So, you know, that, because to me, that's this man, the masculine, this whole different thing. But anyway, so you might even upgrade him to that. So anyway, so until next time, stay, again, book reading with that. And I also have live sessions too. So if you want that, all of my sessions, again, when we do it on the video for $22, that's for 30 minutes. They're all packed and infused with empowerment, healing, and then also enlightenment, that you move on from that point and to do something. So I'll always, with that resonation, when I do my videos, I send that energy forth from all my readings. Okay. All right, then. Until next time, I'm staying within. You say you like 40. So I think we're going to click it at 40. Divine powers that be, we working. Stay uplifted. Stay motivated. Stay ascending. Namaste. Namago. Love ya.